You just did it again, didn't you? You just spent your entire day scrolling on social media or playing video games. No, we need to talk about this, bro. I know you could do better. So I used to do the same mistakes as you. I would wake up. Okay, so my first half of like my degenerate phase, I would wake up as a kid and I would sit on my, or I'll turn on my PlayStation or my PC or whatever it was at that time and play right away first thing in the morning. I didn't even drink water and anything. And my mom had to make a rule. Imagine this. My mom had to make a rule saying that I couldn't play until 10 a.m. And I woke up at like 8. So it was just like, or like if I woke up at 10, I couldn't play until 12. It was just so I can't play first thing in the morning, which is reasonable. I'm hearing it now. But before then, I thought, I hate my mom and all that. But no, she was definitely doing it to help me out. So I respect her for that. And I spent an average, like a minimum average of playing 10 hours a day. If I wasn't playing video games, I was just watching anime. And I didn't watch anime just to enjoy it. I watched it simply to just flex how much animes I've watched. It made no sense. It was just like this ego boost of, oh, I need to have the most anime. I'm the anime expert or video game expert, whatever. I was the best at every single game I played. I wanted to be at least. But that doesn't help me at all right now. So I just wasted that whole time. And if I didn't wake up to just play video games first thing in the morning, my new schedule for when I started working I would be waking up and then just going on my couch downstairs just to scroll through social media and TikTok for like half an hour first thing in the morning. Complete waste. So here I am. Now, it's so easy these days for men especially to be comfortable with their daily life because that's what it's kind of like that's what we've been influenced to think. We don't have any sort of struggle right now. There's no thing men need to struggle with to protect maybe their family or struggling to like try to find a way to make money or something like that. Like, yeah, everyone wants to make money. Simple, yes. But that's not what I'm trying to say. People are just getting too comfortable when they do make some money. Now, there's this quote. I don't know who said this quote, but it's just a popular phrase that says, hard times create strong men create good times, and good times create weak men, and weak men create hard times. And right now, our world is in the phase of, it's sort of in the phase of good times create weak men. And a lot of men of today's age are weak and comfortable and have no purpose and don't know what to do with their life. Because that's also what the school system kind of inspired you to do with your life. Just to pursue a career, work 40 hours, and do nothing else with your life. Now, David Goggins has a good point on all this. And he lives his life in this struggle phase. Because, like I said, hard times create strong men. And he understands this the most out of anyone else. So he pretty much just dedicates his whole life to struggle. And only to struggle. So he could grow from that. It's true. People grow from struggling. David Goggins just does it to another level. I'm not saying to go struggle day in and day out. No. That's not, in my opinion, that's not a real way to live your life. But David Goggins could do what he wants to do. And in perspective of money, like, oh, I need to make money, I need to get rich, I need to support my parents, I need to support my future family. You don't really necessarily need that much money to do that. And money is really just an object there for you. Yes, you could do a lot with money, and obviously having money feels better. But if that was the case, then these rich people wouldn't be so depressed. So people really gotta dig deep into what is it they want to use that money for. What is their actual goal above the money? Because the money is not going to get you that goal. You need to work towards that goal. It's a separate goal. Money is just going to assist you on the side. We got to talk about what your purpose actually is and how to actually find your purpose. So imagine this. Imagine you have, I learned this from Hamza, part of his classroom, but imagine you have this circle, a solid circle. That is your purpose. And around that circle is a bunch of rings, like an onion. Like I'm saying, thousands and thousands of circles around that circle. And these are just layers kind of stopping you from knowing what your purpose is. Or pretty much you have to go through these layers to get closer to your purpose. And people don't know what their purpose is because they have so many layers that don't lead them anywhere. So think about it like this. You have your purpose with your good habits around them. And those are the layers. Or you have what's not your purpose with a bunch of distractions around it. Maybe it's eating the junk food or wasting your time playing video games or something like that. And going through those layers will get you nowhere versus going through these layers to find your purpose will get you to where your purpose is. You don't necessarily need to know what your purpose is to work towards your purpose. You just need to understand what factors contribute to that. So in terms of myself, I'm still on the layers. You can never truly get to where your purpose is because then you won't have anything else to do in life. It's kind of like almost an infinite process, in my opinion. You could always get to that purpose and then build another purpose. But for me, I feel like it's just an infinite process to get closer and closer to your true purpose. And right now, I'm in the phase of really dedicating to my mindfulness and really putting my thoughts into, okay, where do I want to go? What do I want to become? And I want to become this leader that kind of guides people towards the direction of going through their right purpose layers to get to their purpose. So that's just my example of my own sort of purpose layers that I need to go through. And really just don't stress out about this at all. You got to understand that life is long enough where you can make these mistakes and you could learn and grow from these mistakes. You can make so many mistakes and you will still be the same person. Or maybe you'll just make all these mistakes and become a better person. Point is, you can make so many mistakes. Life is long enough for that. But life is short, too short, to not enjoy. So even if you know you have these distractions, don't necessarily think of them as you're a failure for going into these distractions. But think about it as, okay, I know I just wasted my time doing this. But it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Because that's just one thing that happened. Okay, get over it, move on, go back to where you want to be. Go back to focusing on your life. So there'll always be distractions. It's how you overcome them. It's just obstacles that you want to just overcome. And I'm a little bit more on the religious side, and I do believe in Christianity and there's God and all that. So in my religious view on it is that don't worry on it because God will just guide you to where you want to be, to where your true purpose is, your true authentic self wants to be. Not your fake version, oh, I just want money so I could buy this car. No, he will not help you get there. He will help you. For me, maybe it could be, I want to be a leader. I want to help with my community. I want to become a good spokesperson. So maybe he might help me get there. But that could also not be my purpose. I don't know. More like God knows better for me because he loves me. And like I said, you don't have to be religious to find your purpose. That's just an example of what I use and what you can use if you do believe in God and you're Christian. But the most important thing about this is that you got to keep yourself accountable with the good habits, the help you for your purpose. If reading to educate yourself is something you want to do, or if you want to become a good spokesperson and you practice recording, I'm still brand new to this, but I got to practice. If you want to learn to become more mindful, you could journal more or meditate. If you want to create this nice body that you're dreaming of, then you got to work on that. You got to go do some cardio maybe if you're overweight, or lift the weights if you need to put on muscle, maybe bulk or cut or whatever. And the point is, you got to keep yourself accountable with these good habits that will make yourself better day by day. And yeah, that's it. That felt good.